r/AskReddit. Window washers of Reddit. What is the most memorable thing you have seen while on the job?
I work for a private estate in the local polo club. I was under the impression that the owners were not home at the time, but I was wrong. I was washing windows this particular morning and I came around to the restroom window and got a perfect view of this older couple in the shower together. The window looked out on a private fenced-in patio, so that's why it wasn't foggle, but the window by the toilet is the same way. Bad design in my opinion. I've never moved faster in my life than I did catapulting myself backwards out of view of this naked couple. I don't believe they saw me because the next time we ran into each other, everything seemed normal from their end, haha.
Not a window washer, but I was the victim. It's a Saturday morning and I wanted to have a nice lie-in. My headboard for my bed is up against the window, so I sleep facing away from the window and have to turn around to see what is outside, to open the curtains. On this fateful day, I woke up to some sound, but it wasn't alarming, so I just carried on as usual, stretched, then turned around to open my curtains. Then I see his face. The window cleaner clearly didn't expect me to open the curtains and got a little scared. I too didn't expect to see someone's face looking back at me through the window, early on a Saturday morning. He saw me almost fall off my bed in sheer terror. Paying him at the door when he was done was funny. We both laughed and pretended it didn't happen. Edit, grammar.
I used to window clean hotels, which meant going room to room with a master key to let myself in. I've seen quite a few S&S being proudly displayed on bedside tables, but the one situation that stuck with me the longest was just walking down the corridor and hearing two middle-aged people going at it in one of the rooms. It was a Georgian hotel in the Cotswolds, so very echoey. Their screams were getting louder and louder and people were actually coming out of their rooms because it was so audible. All the housekeepers at the end of the corridor were doubled over laughing. That couple had no idea how intimately they shared their experience with us.
Oh, I have a good one. When I was doing my PhD, one of the other students had to wash windows at the weekend to make ends meet. Anyway, he was washing a block of flats one day. He didn't know this, but the block was home to a female lecturer in the same department as us. He washes the window of her bedroom and she walks in *, completely naked *. He stares in shock, she grabs a towel and it's over. The next day she files an harassment complaint about him because she bitumed he was pretending to be a window cleaner to see her naked. Luckily his employer could vouch for him and the matter was dropped. Very awkward.
Not a window washer, but I saw a window washer dressed up like Batman while cleaning the windows of the cancer ward in the hospital. Grandmother had cancer. The child cancer center was through a different door on the same hall as the elderly, 60+ cancer center. I was 9 at the time and thought it was awesome, cheered me up for a while.
Window cleaner for over 12 years now. I've seen horrible things, also hilarious things. Once helped catch a pair of yobs who were on the run from the police, was just minding my own business cleaning a customer's windows when the fence panels behind us in the garden exploded. Like it started raining splintered wood and dirt. Some S had nicked a car and cornered way too fast. They shot the corner, jumped the curb and obliterated the garden and the nicely parked up BMW in the drive. Both knobheads ran immediately and hopped the gardens, and in seconds out of nowhere there's a helicopter circling and K9 units on them both. They were flat face down on the pavement in a matter of moments, big burly coppers pinning them down. Seen plenty of big double-ended SAETC left out on the beds of undiscerning customers. Lots of naked old dudes and people who were in the shower not knowing we were there only to scream. It's a good laugh as a job really, folk are always alright and it's nice to have a cuppa on the job and a biscuit.
One guy was on his computer wearing complete death metal attire. Spiked hair, full body leather and heavy mascara, eyeliner. He was facing the window and in turn me. He locked eyes with me the entire time I was doing my job. He looked like he was going to murder me. That's when I saw what he was watching on his computer. My Little Pony. That's when his demeanor changed. He realized what I saw and smiled from ear to ear.
Not a window washer, but I live in a 2-story building, so we don't really bother with real curtains in the bathroom. We only have an extremely thin, see-through white fabric over the window. The doors in the shower are jailboot. So, on this fateful day, I was taking a shower and my mum had unfortunately neglected to inform me that our gutter was getting repaired that day. So you can imagine my surprise when, while I was just minding my business, getting soaped up in the shower, naked as the day I was born, all of a sudden I see the figure of a man ascending into the frame of my window. I am not proud to say I completely panicked and just dropped to the floor. So, dripping wet and covered in soap, I made my way, crawling over the bathroom floor to open the door. I escaped. The worst part is that at that point the guy was probably so high up that he saw everything. The most horrifying moment of my life, but it does make for a good story today.
A friend this at a hospital, saw a couple dead people getting prepped for the morgue.
Not window washing, but as a kid I had a paper route, and on collecting $dollar day I knocked and looked through the screen door to see what appeared to 11 years old me to be Mrs. Jones inflating Mr. Jones by his valve stem in the middle of the living room. That was a good summer.
Not a window washer, but I used to install them. One afternoon we'd gone out to a job where some neighborhood kids had smashed several back windows of a nice elderly couple's place. We worked our way from top. First two windows belonged to an ensuite bathroom, while the third was the bedroom to which the ensuite was attached. The master. My job was to clear any remaining gulbutt from the area so the other bloke could put the new panel in. Anyway, I noticed a small urn on the desk by the window, with the name Triple Scoop engraved upon it, along with 2 dates, about 4 years apart. Probably a pet. Hopefully a pet. I'd thought. Didn't think about it for more than a minute, then went back to work. We finished the upstairs windows and went down to work on the 2 in the kitchen. Holy crap. There was a wall with 5 long shelves, each one holding several urns similar to Triple Scoop upstairs. Turns out the elderly couple used to breed and race greyhounds, and the urns contained the remains of their deceased racers. Triple Scoop was their first champ.
Housekeeper checking in. This one lady liked to feed birds, like 50 pounds every 2 weeks. No screens, sills caked in filth, and the windows themselves had been neglected over time. They were Anderson windows, so you could pull them in from the inside. Well, the tension string broke and I'm literally holding the window by a string, and this bird straight up flies into my face. I was shocked, the bird was shocked, I screamed, I like to imagine the bird did too. Bird flew away and I got the window locked back in place and called maintenance. This was on the 2nd floor too.
I rappel buildings in NYC as part of my job. It's a job that already draws attention, but as a female even more so. However, while on rope it's quiet and you get to peer into the lives of others. Did a drop last Monday and I can 100% confirm that people do not wear pants while working remotely. The best thing I saw was a small girl playing with a giraffe toy right on the windowsill. Scared the crap out of me as her little face came into view like 3 from mine. She screamed and her mum came in. Her mum proceeded to tell her girls can have awesome jobs if they want them, and we took selfies together. Worst I've seen, rappelling hospitals. Was not prepared for the sheer amount of suffering behind those windows.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe and smack that bell icon to stay up to date on our videos. See you next time.